everybody, welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews. Jason here, bringing you today's episode. My fuzzy little co-star just flopped herself down a little there, baby. And that would be Freya. As always, guys, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We're just a small family channel. I say this every time. Small family channel. Just me, the wife, the fuzzy little fur missile that attacks me, and all these books and all the thousands of books on my Kindle. We love to read. We love to talk about books. We want to bring more books to you guys. We're constantly going to do these. We're not going to stop doing this no matter what, but we would appreciate any support you might want to give us. On those lines, check the links down below for links to, or at least in the places that we are able to post links. These videos are in a couple different spots. Check the links down below for links to the books I talk about today. Any other applicable links. Thank you, by the way, to our patrons. It means a lot to us. And yeah, otherwise, I'm going to go right into today's video. So today I'm going to talk about last month's books. What were my 5 favorite? I already have the video of just what were the most popular books, the most popular videos, but the books last month that I reviewed. What were my 5 favorite books? And this is going to come in no particular order. So, first, Bent and Twisted by Macronomicon. Macronomicon has written 2 series so far, and they are both absolutely phenomenal. Incredible series. Both of them. Actually, since he's started writing this series, which started with Problem with Princesses, I believe it was, and this is book 3. He hasn't written another book in his original series, which kind of disappoints me because that series was awesome. But Macronomicon writes in a lit RPG style, and just incredible. I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal books. Of the 3 in this particular series, Bent and Twisted was my least favorite, and yet I still absolutely loved it. It was incredible. It's just the series as a whole is just amazing. I don't know, something about how the plot progressed just wasn't as much fun for me as the first 2, but it was still a lot of fun. I absolutely love all the characters, especially the side characters in it. And how it ended is interesting, and I'm curious to see how it progresses from here. The ending was awesome, but different and unexpected in a lot of ways. So, like I said, I'm very curious to see what happens next. So, number 2, and again, this is in no particular order, A Hymn Before Battle by John Ringo. You guys already know, those of you guys who watch this channel know John Ringo is my favorite author, and A Hymn Before Battle is what starts out not his best, but one of his probably his most well-known series. He's had a bunch of series. This is his longest running, the most, I'd say the most books in it. He's had a few co-authors that have helped out in it, and a few books that were entirely written by other authors. But the Posling Wars, or the Legacy of Aldonado, whatever you may want to call it, the fairly long sci-fi series, military sci-fi series. But Hymn Before Battle is what starts it all. That's what starts it all. And Mike O'Neill's beginning journey, our introduction to the Darhel, to the Posleen, to the Indoi, and to the technology that's gonna completely change everything about the world and continue on through all of the series. In fact, I would love to see more people start this series, because once you read A Hymn Before Battle, you're not going to be able to not read the next couple books, and at least which will get you through the first arc, I suppose you could say, the first story arc, before you start getting into things like Sister Time and Hero and The Watch on the Rhine, and then various other books that all occur within this universe. Because I would love more people to make it to the most recent one that came out a few years back, just to hopefully encourage him to finally write the sequel to it. I know he's kind of backed off of writing in this one, and yet the last book that came out was just incredible, and I'd really like to know what happens next. But overall, this is one of the series that I read over and over and over again all the time. Black Tide Rising might be his I'd say most influential. In fact, there's been a bunch of anthologies and such written within his universe. But The Legacy of Aldonado, or the Posling Wars, fantastic, one of my favorites. Next up, Blood and Snow by Kingsley Khan. That was book 2 in the Tears of Winter series that he's been writing, that Kingsley Khan has been writing. And Again, I absolutely love this series. It's lit RPG, definitely lit RPG. Also got some hero elements to it too, but primarily I'd say it really goes along with the lit RPG aspect of it, and there's just so many cool little things that are just slightly different than other lit RPG novels that I've read in the past, such as large groups of humanity that have come over to this world. So we've got large chunks of military. We actually have basically U.S. society, or at least almost like a U.S. government there helping the people from our world that have gone over there. So we're it's almost like we're building a secondary U.S. in this other world. And for a lit RPG series, it's just absolutely fantastic. And thank God he didn't have 20% of the book talking about how to build a cabin. That was boring as hell. And this really expanded on the world. So you guys gotta check out Kingsley Khan's Blood and Snow. You should check out Tears of Winter if you haven't read Blood and Snow yet. But again, fantastic. Number 4. Now, I know I said this was in no particular order as far as my 5 favorite books that I reviewed last month, but this absolutely is my favorite of all of them. Beware of Chicken 2 by Casual Farmer.
Yes.
Unreal book. Just absolutely incredible. The world he built, has expanded on it. The characters he's expanded on it, including the aforementioned chicken himself. That is rapidly going from a farm animal into a side character into possibly a main character. I can actually see Casual Farmer writing a spin-off book or spin-off series just based around this damn chicken, because a portion of the book actually is just the chicken and his own adventures and his own investigations and his own cultivation and growing in power. And I could rave about both Beware of Chicken and Beware of Chicken 2 for ever. It's just fantastic books. You got to check them out. Number 5 of my favorite books that I reviewed last month, The Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells. This one was recommended by one of our other readers or other viewers, and they were right. It's absolutely fantastic. And this is a really cool series because they're shorter books. They're almost novellas. They're still books, but they're almost novellas. Instead of 350-page book, it's about a 120-page book, 150-page book kind of stuff. So they're a little bit shorter. Absolutely fantastic with a whole different type of setup. I mean, we're in the future, of course. We've got interstellar travel. We've got, we've expanded out to the point that humanity actually has different governments. Because one thing that is absolutely true, if we make it into the future and we spread out within the stars, we're going to be a lot like, say, the 1600s on Earth, where travel between continents was weeks to months long. We may have spread out, but we ended up with these colonies that ended up being self-governing, and that's kind of how we would likely be when we spread out amongst the stars. And that's what the society kind of looks like, the Murderbot Diaries. Only this time, the main character is actually a robot, a security robot. Most security is done by robots. They are AIs that are very tightly controlled. Only in this particular case, the Murderbot has hacked its own programming. In fact, named himself Murderbot, even though he is actually pretty peaceful, a pretty peaceful character. Just a really, really cool novel. Really, really, really cool series, really cool book. Thank you very much for recommending it to me. So there you guys go. Those are my 5 favorite books from last month, and you guys got to check them out. Check the links down below after you guys hit the like and subscribe buttons. And otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to our patrons. We appreciate you guys, and we will catch you guys next time. Bye now.